Hi everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome to this special pick a card. Today we're talking about love and we're getting a love from one of the four princes. So today we have the four princes or the knights in our pick a card, and I'm using as well, not usual, I'm just into this deck right now. It's the Real Rig Tarot because the princes are really cute in it. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you're a guy who's watching, just convert it into a princess. I will make videos specifically for guys. So this is one of the four princes, has a message, a love message for you, right? And then also one of them is going to represent your true love. So we'll see if you figure out, which card represents true love, soulmate stuff. If you, just a little tidbit, I was watching some of my videos from before, my pick a cards, and they're really cool to watch. I totally forget what I said and which one was what, so go and check out an old pick a card. I think like hashtag Veroosh pick a card or hashtag pick a card is me, so go check those out. Okay, so this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. If somebody wants to do the screen caps once I edit the video down, so if this is like the first minute, second minute of the video, I've edited the video down. If you want to do time caps for that, that's a great help. Okay, so just try to focus on the cards. I'll give you guys 3 bell prompts so you can try to figure out which one's right for you. Okay, so we're going to start with 1, and I'm going to try to go a little bit faster today so we can totally get this underway. So here, if you chose number 1 pile, this is for you. So we have a prince about to tell you some kind of message. So the prince that you have is, so you have the Prince of Discs. So this is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or like someone who has big ambitions in the world. He wants to build a skyscraper. He wants to achieve great things. He works hard towards his goals. He has vision. He's like your best friend. He'll always have your back. The message of love that he brings to you is this. So these are little messages of love cards. Let me read it for you. Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place. Have you guys been hiding ones? Because it looks like you've been hiding. Let's find out, where have you been hiding or what's going on. The next card is the Romance Angels. We have, it's safe for you to love. You guys are like my little turtles. Let me know with a turtle emoji if you picked number 1. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Next we have another love deck, which is the Universal Love Oracle. Your message is healing sounds. Okay, so singing will take you out of your shell and any kind of communication, any kind of listening to music, maybe birds chirping. Here is the next message, and this is from Whispers of Love. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So this guy is all about action, right? I do have 3 cards from the Healing Light Tarot, one of my favorite decks. And we have the 6 of Pentacles, even better. 6 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, definitely communication going on. And the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles. I think that basically what this prince is telling you is that you're stopping yourself from interacting with people in a fair and just manner. You're hiding what your true intentions are, and therefore you're allowing other people not to give you what you're willing to give to them. I feel like this Prince of Pentacles in some way is trying to pry you out from within your shell and trust in the full way. So you can enter into a relationship with someone. You can enter into a relationship with someone and not fully step into it in this kind of giving capacity, or expecting them to only give you this. And by doing so, essentially you're setting yourself up for for a letdown, because you're teaching that person to essentially not give you the love that you deserve. So this prince, be it your lover or someone who's important to you, is going to be teaching you that message. This could be someone from the past that's coming through who wants you to learn that. Maybe this was a boyfriend when you were very young, in high school or in college, who kind of taught you the wrong lesson, and maybe his soul wants you to learn now. Maybe his soul wants you to express yourself. Maybe he wasn't mature enough to share that with you, that observation with you back then, and maybe that's what's in his heart now. So let's remind ourselves of what this message is. Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place. So I think that with the right love partner, you won't have to worry about material possessions, about giving in equal amounts. And I think it's time for you to love. I think it's time that you feel safe to love, and that you open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. This is the card, I call this card reciprocity. And it's all about giving and taking in fair amounts. And I think it's time that you speak your mind, speak your needs into existence, okay? And actually follow them through with action, right? So you want to ground your ideas in action form. So when you say something, you want to have a complementary action in order to make it a reality. And that's what the Prince of Pentacles is all about, right? Okay, so say goodbye to this hunka burning love. So we'll put him over here. He'll relax here for now. Okay. Okay, so now we have number twos. If you picked number 2, let's find out which prince you have. Hi, number 2s. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Here we go. So if you pick number 2, ooh, you've got the Prince of Swords. Okay, so a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And so this is someone who has broken conformity, broken the rules. He has a knack for it. He enjoys it when he sees the opportunity to kind of disrupt order. He likes to do that. Sometimes it's for virtuous reasons. Sometimes he gets flustered and does it for the wrong reasons. But he, in the light side of things, is very interested in order and fairness in the world. Here is your next card. And so this is a message from this prince. Let me read that for you. So, I need the starshine of your heavenly eyes after the day's great sun. That's beautiful. That's by Charles Hanson Towney, or Town. I need the starshine of your heavenly eyes after the day's great sun. That's something, I've dated a lot of princes of swords, and they're very verbose. They like their words, right, ladies? And so they often have these kinds of really interesting things that they say. Here we go. So this is your romance angels. We have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at them slowly and then combine them. Then we have transience. So there's some type of transformation that's going on. Maybe this requires a move. Maybe this relationship will require a move, or maybe in some way you have to transform yourself. And in order to make the relationship real, you have to put some effort into transforming yourself. And that's a bit of a risk that you have to take, and you don't know how to feel about that. But like, look at this message. I just have to keep reading it. It's so beautiful. I need the starshine of your heavenly eyes after the day's great sun. Pretty crazy, hey? Here is the next message. We have, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Look at this. He's like Rico Suave over here with all his words, and his Princes of Swords are super like this, by the way. If you've got this is so on point. They're like I can make, this is what they'll say, I can make this life better for you than anything else, but you have to do my list of things. And you have to do that list of things in order to kind of make the compromise and get on the same page as them. And sometimes that's a good idea, sometimes it's not. Here's your healing light tarot. Here we go. So you have the High Priestess. Look at these cards. Aren't they so beautiful? Insight and intuition tells you whether to pursue this relationship or not. Here is the next message. We have the King of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or a father who has passed away, or a grandfather who has passed away. This is not saying that someone is going to pass away. It just says that there's someone watching over this relationship. And then we have Strength. Okay? So I feel like the first step is, in order to change the manner in which you're speaking about situations, the first step that this prince wants you to invoke is to change your dialogue, your narrative that you're concocting, that you're putting together about a situation. This will allow you a smooth and easy transition as your focus shifts from the things that you pick out and see. So you're reprioritizing the things that you're seeing, and thereby you're creating a whole new landscape of the relationship. I feel like there's a lot here encouraging a relationship with the Prince of Swords. And I feel like this person has a very sentimental soul towards you. I feel like this person very much kind of looks towards you for inspiration. So when looking at introductions to relationships, one way to assess whether or not that's a good situation or circumstance is to figure out whether that person values your presence. Do they have a need for you? You know, and not in terms of trying to align yourself with people who will use you, but people who see the value of having you in their life, such as they want someone to talk to, or they value even the meals that you cook and you share with them. But whatever value that this person is giving to you, you want to kind of figure out whether or not that is present in this relationship. But this card, I think, really strongly encourages you towards this relationship that may be already established. It may be already established. This might be closely tied to teachings of your father or grandfather, or a previous love interest or love relationship, and it's all about how you describe a situation that makes it what it is. And I feel like there's somebody who's waiting for you to reorient your personal strength, your virtue, the solar plexus, in the direction of, finding common ground. And again, let's just read this one more time. We have, I need the starshine of your heavenly eyes after the day's great sun. Pretty beautiful, by Charles Hanson Towney. Okay. I can't say it. The Townies. Okay. So this has something to do with, I'm giggling because there's something we said in the pre-show. So that was a townie, the person that I described in the pre-show. That was a townie. Okay, number 3, okay? Number 3, ladies, who's with me? Let's try it. I'm trying not to put myself in the readings, though. Okay? Now let's play a little jingle for you. Okay. So number 3, here is your cards. So we have... Okay, number 3s, you have the Prince of Cups. Look at him and his imagination. It's all boobs, right? I think boobs is like an okay word to say. But yeah, Prince of Cups with his mustache. The stash of the Prince of Cups. Let's see what he wants to tell us. What's his message of love? Okay. Oh, that's cute. This is by George Herbert, and it says, a love and a cough cannot be hid. Like hidden, from the word hidden. Let me see if I can show you guys, so if you can't understand what I'm saying. There we go. Okay, so love and a cough cannot be hid. Here is your romance angel card. We have separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Every single time I get this card, everyone, I say that it has to do with the end of separation rather than the beginning. Remember, there's two horizons, right? There's the sunrise and the sunset. So I feel like maybe you're drawing towards the end of separation in a relationship. Let's see. Heaven on earth. So self-explanatory, but I do love this painting. It's really beautiful. You guys can see it. Really quite gorgeous. Okay. Here is the next message. And you are limitless. Recognize the truth. You can do anything you choose to do. It's true. So it's up to you to make the next step. Here is your tarot card. So we have the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, babies. Here we go. Nine of Swords. We have the Lovers. Okay, so this could be concerning a Gemini as well. And the Eight of Pentacles, pedal to the metal. Okay, so bad thoughts about partnership are prompting you to work really hard in a situation. By the way, this is Sun in Virgo, and so we're entering into Sun in Virgo. So this is the circumstance. I think that you have been probably, dousing yourself in hard work and effort. And I think that essentially you have to recognize a truth that you're limitless and you have infinite potential, and you ultimately choose the path that you are on, right? And I feel like you can try to hide a cough, you can try to hide a love. I feel like a laugh should be in there. A love, a laugh, and a cough cannot be hid, right? Because that's cute. But yeah, you can choose to try to hide those things, but those things are very present and they're self-evident. I feel like maybe in some way you have been feeling a separation, and it's because there has been very dark feelings or ideas that have been connected to the Lovers, which could be family members or a Gemini or other things. And so those kind of scathing thoughts and ideas, the limitations of the Nine of Swords, are actually that which is prompting you to ignore living and focus on work. You have to question other people's motivations when you get something like this. You have to sit around, and not saying that family members or people around you don't love you, right? But maybe sometimes it's a conflict of interest that they can't reconcile, or maybe one they don't even know exists. So I feel like maybe this is a message. This is very Piscean for me, this Prince of Cups, because it's like Pisces is like, who's a Pisces who chose 3? Let me know. But it feels like here, there, everywhere, like boom, boom, a Pisces with a Virgo moon or something like that. And so I feel like this is really kind of the be-all, end-all of this number 3. Love and a laugh and a cough cannot be hid. And so I feel like you can hide because you're afraid, and because of the hurt feelings that you have been experiencing, hide away and focus on work. But the potential is here, and it's that pink elephant in the room. Sometimes the pink elephant in the room is not like a bad thing. Sometimes the pink elephant in the room is like the sweetest thing. Mind you, a pink elephant would be very cute, right? So, that separation is coming to an end. That separation in some way is kind of going to be reconciled. I'm not sure if it's going to be reconciled quite yet, because it depends on how forcefully you are trying to push the issue of the Eight of Pentacles, right? Like, if you're really bringing it home that you're going to keep your head low, work, and ignore everything, the universe is going to take more to pry that out of you, to pull you out into the heaven on earth. So it's up for you to start living again. I think that's your message. And a lot of messages of, all those separations, all the loneliness, alienation. Maybe there was some kind of fundamental transgression that happened to you, and in fact it looks like there was. But regardless, I feel like this is like sunshine knocking on your window, since we're being so poetic. So it's like sunshine knocking on your window, trying to remind you that, you are limitless. There's heaven here for you to enjoy, and the separation from you from other people may be coming to an end. So some things can't be, rationalized out. And in that way, the Prince of Cups, that's really on point if you think about it that way, because the Prince of Cups is very, sometimes they say very irrational, right? Sometimes they would say about him, like, what are you on? What are you doing? But I feel like there's irrationality in the fact that sometimes you just can't justify an emotion or an expression, such as a cough or a laugh, right? Sometimes it is what it is, and you can say 1,000 things against it, but it is what it is. So maybe this is your lesson from this guy, Mr. Mustache. Okay, cool. High five for that. I'm happy when I get the Prince of Cups or a cup energy in the third position. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so number 4s. Let's see what you guys got. The star hasn't come up yet, so here we go. So you guys get, we know what number 5's got. So we have the Prince of Wands, okay? So the Prince of Wands is daring, he's fast moving, he's very benefic. He likes to come in and cheer a situation up. You have to be on your toes, though, and you have to have a very strong personal identity to be around this person. This person will love you and leave you, just like that. Here is your message, number 4s. So this is his message to you. Now, this can be concerning a future love partner, or it could be concerning a love partner from the past that's sending you a message, right? So let me read it for you. True love is like ghosts, which everyone talks about and few have seen. So this is, that's really, the Francois, that's just so French. Here, I'll show you guys. Francois said that, okay? True love is like ghosts, which everyone talks about and few have seen. Let me know if you've seen a ghost down below. Here is your next message. We have the Romance Angels and love yourself first. So this guy will keep coming around like a boomerang until you love yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, that's cool. Here we go. Emergence. Everybody's emerging. See, new moon eclipse coming up on the 11th of August. You can be watching this after as well. This is for any time frame. Here is the next message. We have be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So the real deal Holyfield. This is the real deal Holyfield card. Right? Right. Okay. So real deal Holyfield, emerge, love yourself, unapologetic, right? That Rihanna song, Unapologetic, is about this reading, right? So you're the weird enigma, the true love captain. It's a ghost that everyone talks about and few have seen. So maybe it's coming for you if you are brave enough to face it. And here are your cards from the Healing Light. We have the Knight of Wands again. Ooh, double trouble. Okay, lots of wand energy. Things are getting hot. Here's the next message, the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter moves into Sagittarius. Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune, and Sagittarius is a fire sign, which corresponds to the Knight of Wands and the Prince of Wands. This and this is the same card. The Knight is the Prince in this deck. So we have 2 Knights of Wands, 2 Princes of Wands, and a Wheel of Fortune. Hey girl, hey. That's November. Here is your next message, the Three of Wands. So I feel like this is a little bit of a waiting period. You need to learn to love yourself first. You can say right here and now, like, I love myself, Veroosh. I love myself, Prince of Wands. But maybe you'll need a little bit of that training going on in order to really make it happen. Let's reread this card again. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So maybe some things are going to come up in your life over the next little while that are going to in some way make you stick by your word, or prove that you're saying what you truly feel, really kind of testing ground of your self-emergence and proving to the world that you love yourself first. With this Knight of Wands, Prince of Wands, you have to love yourself, because this person will come and go, and this person is definitely not attracted to someone who needs them to stick around in order for that person to experience self-love. So you have to be really good at this in order to satisfy this prince, or he's going to be totally freaked out, totally dipping on you all the time, ghosting you, whatever. And we have the ghost message. Isn't that so weird? True love is like ghost, which everyone talks about and few have seen. So I think that you're going to kind of, it looks like you're going to lock down some kind of like a good deal here, number 4. But I think that it rests on the fact that you allow yourself to emerge. You let everything come to you and double down on loving yourself rather than trying to find that with someone else, right? But this person is coming around, and coming around full force. Look at this. Two Knights of Wands right there. So I feel like it's all about you, because you can say, yeah, I'm emerging. Yeah, Veroosh, I got it, right? But like, you have to walk the walk here. So I think that you need to really walk the walk, or this person's going to dip. So be attractive, be who you are. We know what number 5 is. Who's the lucky ladies who chose number 5? Ooh, so if you chose number 5, I think I forgot a chime for number 4. My apologies. Okay, so if you chose number 5, hi, welcome. And this is, so we're going to find out which of the knights are here. We know it's not a knight. We know it's the star. So this represents that it's a message from your twin flame or soulmate. So pretty exciting. I love the star in this deck. The star represents soulmates, but I'm attributing it for this reading to twin flame. Twin flames are rare, so don't feel bad if you didn't choose this card. All of these messages have been really wonderful. And this could be through past lives, future lives as well. Let your intuition tell you where it's coming at you from. Here is your message, your love message. Love unlocks doors and opens windows that weren't even there before. And this is Minion McLaughlin. Okay, so love unlocks doors and open windows that weren't even there before. So that's your message. Wow, that's like crazy. That seems like 4th dimension stuff. So the 4th dimension is this extra dimension. I'll tell you guys about it another time, but it's like a transformative dimension. Basically that we have a very hard time perceiving because we're 3-dimensional creatures, right? So we only perceive 2-dimensional reality well. We can only see it, so the 4th dimension just blows our mind in terms of concept, but it has something to do with time. So anyway, so these kinds of like new doors opening, windows where they weren't windows, doors, pathways where there weren't pathways. This is what this twin flame's talking about. Here is your romance angel card. You deserve love. You are lovable. I'm feeling like this could be a past life thing or maybe a future life thing, because I feel like this person, this energy is encouraging you to keep faith and keep on in this lifetime, even if you will not meet them in this lifetime, that there's other people for you to be with, or maybe if you have to wait before you meet them sometime, that you should open yourself up to other experiences. There's the message of dreams. So this is going to be confirmed to you in dreams. One of my favorite cards. So beautiful, right? So this deck is gorgeous. The Universal Love Oracle. Let me show you. Here we go. These are the cards. I really, really, really like them. So then we have these, and these are the whispers of love. And so we have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Okay, so I feel like regardless of whether you're going to meet your twin flame or love interest, twin flame soulmate, love interest, I think that there's going to be a lot coming to you now, and I think that you should have faith that everything's working out as it should. I think that things are going to change for you, and the things that you see that you can calculate moving forward are not necessarily things that you know about quite yet. So the things that you're kind of expecting now, you don't even see the possibilities of where things are going. Here are your tarot cards. And we have the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Some number 5s just hit a jackpot. Here we go. The Seven of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. Hey girl, hey. And then we have the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Hello. So I think that through your dreams, there's good things coming to you that are leading you in the right direction. You may have to leave behind a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You see this person dipping on the King of Pentacles. There might be a dip that has to happen. Your situation may be confusing at this time, but there is definitely a solution that you can trust. I think that there will be more opportunities that become available to you as things develop. Love unlocks doors and opens windows that weren't even there before. And I feel like you should really trust your intuition, your faith, and your dreams. Maybe this is another soulmate from a different lifetime that is guiding you now in the right direction. And I think the direction is love. That Two of Cups was really, really central. So we'll leave it at that. I think that you're right on your way to a loving situation, and you need to have faith that you deserve love, right? So stick to your guns, number 5s. I hope that it leads you to your star, to your twin flame and your soulmate, but I do think that they're with you, guiding you regardless. Check out my other pick a cards or also down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk with you soon. Take care.